Well, good morning, everyone. What you just saw on stage is a little vignette of what technology in body sensing can do today. And hopefully you saw a little sense of your life in there. A little scary to have the data projected on screen. But I want you to imagine a world where your home and your work environment, the people that you love, and the health and social needs that you have are completely monitored and personalized based on body sensing technology. I'm going to use a few analogies to make my point here. Laptop computers, when they were first invented, we thought they were great for computing and spreadsheets and crunching a whole lot of data. Today, they're slimmer, sleeker, and they do thousands of things we would have never imagined at the time. For instance, you can design a home, customize your music, stay in touch with family and friends, not just verbally but visually, and search for a word or a phrase in a nanosecond. Another analogy, the infamous cell phone. When it came out, we thought it was great to be able to have the flexibility to make cell phone calls or phone calls without being tethered to a landline. Today, they're smaller, faster, and guess what? They, too, do thousands of things we would have never imagined. For instance, capture and transmit images of our unborn children during that pregnancy phase. Allow us to shop anytime, anywhere, for anything. And my personal favorite is get those discounts in the moment when I'm in the store trying to shop. Things we never, ever would have imagined with that first cell phone. Now, I think body sensing technology has the same capabilities, if not already there. At BodyMedia, we've been very successful in providing a solution to address the obesity crisis in the United States over the last several years. We have a very differentiated and clinically validated product that allows our users to engage in the 24/7 perspective of managing their life. We've proven through long-term clinical studies that we can improve health outcomes and be 3 times more effective at managing weight than self-guided programs. And when our technology is incorporated in group intervention programs and personal coaching, we can also enhance those to the same magnitude. We offer a solution that allows consumers to purchase the product at retail and do it themselves, or work with some of our business partners such as Jenny Craig, personal trainers at 24 Hour Fitness, and also, as of last week, some of the physicians at Kaiser Permanente in Northern California. Some really impactful things that we are doing with body sensing technology to affect healthcare. But just like cell phones and laptop computers before us, we're not stopping there. We have a vision to move into a space that can address a wide range of healthcare issues. For instance, dealing with chronic sleep problems right in the comfort of your own home and not having to go into a sleep lab or wear a lot of gadgets and wires around. Or it can inform your health plan and your corporate wellness platform in a very fact-based and seamless way. Now, to you and I as employees, that's a really scary idea, but it's coming, trust me. Or help a diabetic manage the total lifestyle of dealing with their disease. Today, there's solutions that help them. They take a blood draw with a glucometer, but they don't understand what's driving that reading. They don't understand what happened before and what happened after with respect to their lifestyle. We can use body sensing technology to help them understand. And it can also transform the remote patient monitoring experience and allow people like myself, who have parents who live 1,500 miles from me, have a really good conversation with my mom about how active her day really was in a very fact-based way. But now that I told you what we do, let me tell you a little bit about how we do it, because that's probably the question you're asking yourself. Sounds a little mysterious. So for over 13 years, BodyMedia has been the leader and innovator in the body monitoring space. We got our roots and our footing in the clinical research in the medical field, and it's only been about 3 or 4 years that we've added a solution direct to the consumers. At BodyMedia, we believe that our bodies are essentially a computer with a lot of data and information, and if we have the technology and the capability to extract that data, we can inform and transform so many things in our world. We do it, our product solution, just to be specific, is a combination of hardware and software and a whole lot of intelligence that sits in between. The hardware itself is actually an armband worn on the upper arm. I have mine on right now. Usually I take my jacket off, but they had me taped and mic'd backstage, so I'd be probably doing something they wouldn't like if I took my jacket off and showed you. But it's worn on the upper arm, and it's actually got 4 embedded sensors that read 5,000 physiological data points a minute off the human body when it's worn. We then take all of that data and transfer it through a whole series of computer algorithms and machine learning, and we display people's information on mediums such as your laptop computer, your cell phone, and even TVs to help people get real-time information about where they're at in their lifestyle and their quest to manage their weight. Even the hardware itself has advanced. Over the last 4 years, our hardware itself has shrunk considerably. Just 4 years ago, our armband was about 4 inches in diameter and as thick as 2 AA batteries worn on the upper arm. You want to talk about pumping your bicep. That's one way to do it. But today, the technology is no bigger than the size of a medium-sized wristwatch. By next year, we will have hardware that's no bigger than the size of a quarter. And we will also be able to put that technology both in a durable product that can be worn for a long period of time or in a 5 to 7 day disposable product that can totally transform some of the healthcare and medical applications that we see in the market space today. Some really, really innovative stuff. Today, our software solution is geared to help people manage their weight. So things that you want to know, 5,000 data points, nobody wants to know all that. So we help them understand things like their calorie balance, their physical activity levels like Katie and how much moderate or vigorous activity they're getting throughout the course of the day, their steps taken, and also sleep quality and quantity. There's a lot of research being published right now that talks about the impact in the relationship between a good night's sleep and leading a healthy life and managing chronic disease. And we can put that all together. And so just like Katie, if you have a certain part of your lifestyle that you want to focus on to manage your weight or to lead a healthy life, we can customize that for you. So this is just a quick snapshot of what our software application looks like. But we can have you cut the data lots of different ways. We can give you all the gory little details. For instance, if you break out your calories burned in any given day, we can give you a snapshot, minute by minute, of what's gone on for the day. And if you're trying to affect behavior change and get real health outcomes, that learning and that knowledge is power to the end user. And so we're able to help people understand where the opportunities are in their day. We can also help you understand how well you slept or not. In the case of myself, I'm a busy executive with 2 small kids, and so my sleep and my sleep efficiency never looks quite this good. But it's all part of the puzzle. Now, one of the things that we were looking to bring to market with all of this data, we had a really successful business in presenting the data in a very simple and seamless manner. But we realized that there was an opportunity to take it to the next level. We wanted to find a rules-based engine that would allow us to provide real-time, personalized feedback to our users. And so late last year, in partnership and collaboration with Summa Technologies, who's an IBM business partner, we brought to market a product, a feedback engine that utilized the IBM WebSphere operational decision management tool. It allows us to give people real-time feedback based on their actual lifestyle patterns and personal behaviors throughout the course of the day, whether it's on activities, their activity levels, or their nutrition. Really impactful stuff. We also can use it with projections. So we can do projections about where a person will end the day, whether they'll be on target or not, eventually whether they're on track for the week, and on track against their total goals. But not just do that projection, we can also understand and project and give them information, but we're using this rules-based engine that allows them to affect change before the day ends. So for instance, if you plugged in your armband and looked at your data at 5 o'clock at night, We know what a typical day from 5 p.m. to midnight looks like for you as it relates to physical activity and calorie burn. And if you're not going to hit your targets, let's say you're going to be 250 calories short, we know based on your patterns and your physical activity levels and your body makeup what you might need to do. And so we'll give you suggestions. Might be going for a brisk walk for 20 minutes. Might be going for a quick jog. Or, believe it or not, you can actually do housework for 45 minutes and burn some calories. It all counts. So some really powerful stuff. We've just launched and released Generation 1 with this technology, and we're very excited over the next couple of years to evolve this tool. But as the CEO of a small technology-based company, I share the vision that our founders had, that someday body sensing technology, in conjunction with innovative rules-based technology like IBM has to offer, can transform not only healthcare, but the world that we live in. So let me dream for a minute. We see that someday body sensing technology in conjunction with rules-based engine can change the relationship that you have with your medical professional. It can provide seamless, personalized, real-time information and change the dialogue with that medical professional completely. We're starting to see this in some of the inquiries that we get into the company today. It can transform your home environment. IBM talks about a connected home. They have white papers published on it. I'm there. There's a world and a way in the very near future that we can use IBM's technology combined with our sensor technology that would allow us to control the home environment. For instance, we physiologically know when you're asleep. We can turn off the lights, adjust the temperature, and set the security system, and you don't have to do a thing. We can also, in real time, port information onto the front of the refrigerator. Maybe it's a Whirlpool refrigerator for those of you who were here yesterday, and give real-time feedback about where you are in the day as it relates to managing your health, and help you make better decisions before you open that door and decide if you're going to have a piece of cheese or that beer. I'm from Wisconsin, sorry. We can also go as far as understanding, at the end of the day, if you're fatigued or stressed. Okay? We have technology that can do that. So imagine a world where it's 7 or 8 o'clock at night and you've had a really long day, and you come in and you want to enhance your environment. So we can either mix that martini for you or adjust the environment in your home. So we can change the world that you live in. If you'd like to understand more about what this rules-based engine can do, please join my colleagues in a panel discussion later today, or you can also go to the SUMA booth over in the exhibit center at booth S6. But as a small company, I want to just share with you something. I could get my entire company probably in the first 3 or 4 rows here right in front of me. But we are so driven by the fact that body sensing technology combined with innovative technologies like IBM's rule-based engine can transform not only healthcare, but the way we interact with our world. Thank you.